You don't get it, do you? Your prank was cruel and hurtful, and you're going to pay for it.
Look, whatever we did
Interesting
to you,
so far.
We're sorry. Yeah, we were just messing around. You don't have to get so worked
This
up
reminds me
about
of a time when I was getting revenge for my brother.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Ah, looks like you're creative with words too.
What did we do to you anyway?
You don't know? If you need me to justify what I'm about to do to you, I will. Do you remember my first week in school?
What are you talking about?
I'll remind you. It all started when my brother and I transferred to Nevermore Academy. It was the first week of school.
Okay,
and my little
I
brother,
understand what
Lee,
this video is about
was
now.
subjected to the
It's
most
an alphabet lore
brutal
version
bullying
of my
ever
Netflix
seen.
series
Whenever
that I'm
our
in.
seniors cornered him, it was L, O, R, and E. The official school
This scene
bullies.
feels
They started
familiar.
mocking him, calling him names and pushing him around. V just didn't know what to do. He was just a little kid who had never experienced anything like that before. But it didn't stop there. The bullying continued throughout the week, getting worse every day. V would come home with bruises.
It
and
feels
cuts.
kind of
He
weird
wouldn't
that
tell
I'm
me or
feeling
our
bad
parents
for a
who was
letter.
doing it. He was scared.
But it's cartoon
He didn't
logic,
want to make
so...
things worse for himself. It wasn't until I had a vision that I found out the truth.
Well. Looks like W has the same abilities I do. I'm starting to like this girl.
Just leave me alone. I don't want any trouble. Why me? Get off me, dude. Please, don't take my things. I need them for school. Why are you doing this to me? No, please, I don't have any money. I told you, I don't have any money.
They were the ones who were making his life a living hell.
Those
I had to
bullies
wait.
should have known
I
better.
had to plan. I had to make sure that when I did take revenge, it would be sweet and satisfying. So, I took my time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. As the school year went on, I watched from the sidelines as L, O, R, and E continued to torment my little brother. I could see the fear in his eyes every time he walked down the hallway. The way he flinched whenever someone came too close to him.
So it looks like the bullies made V act more than scared.
It's not easy to watch someone you love go through bullying, especially when you know that he doesn't deserve it. You jerks made his life unbearable. And it was heartbreaking to see. You still don't remember? I'll remind you of other instances when you acted like morons and bullied him for no apparent reason. I remember how scared and small he looked, and how angry I felt about what you were doing to him. The second instance happened a week later, during gym class. V was changing in the locker room when again the
Never
lot of
knew
you
that
came
Nevermore
in.
had a gym.
You started taunting him, telling him he didn't belong there, and that he should go back to the village he came from. You even took his clothes and threw them in the garbage. When my poor little brother came home that day, he was so upset and ashamed that he wouldn't even talk to me. I felt his agony, and swore to give you jerks a taste of your own medicine one day. The third instance of your cruelty happened during lunchtime. My little brother was sitting alone at a table, eating his sandwich.
This video is
when you
interesting so
monsters
far.
Came over and sat down next to him. At first, V was happy to have someone to talk to, but then you started making fun of him again. You made jokes
Do
about
these
his
people
shape,
not
his
learn
eyes,
anything?
and you even said he looked like a half-broken arrow. He tried to ignore you and kept eating, but you guys wouldn't stop. Eventually, he got up and walked away, leaving his lunch untouched. When I saw him after school that day, he was so bummed out that he ate 4 dinners that night. 2 hours
I thought
later,
that V
he
is
was
for
sick of his
vegetarian.
dog. I could see the fear in his eyes every
Well,
time he
that was
talked about
disgusting.
school, and I knew that something had to be done.
But not as disgusting as
That's
Eugene's
why I waited
upchuck,
until today,
so I guess that's
the
a
last day
bonus.
of school, to take my revenge. I want you imbeciles to understand the pain that you had caused, to feel what it was like to be powerless and alone. But I kept my cool. I didn't let you see how much you were getting to me. I stayed focused on my studies, on my training, on my revenge. And as the end of the school year approached, I knew
I guess you
that the
sneak
time
things
had
into
come.
your backpack as well.
And I couldn't wait to see the looks on your faces when you realized what was happening. I planted this electrocution machine in this room and made you run here for refuge. And now you would feel the fear that my little brother had felt. To understand what it's like to be tormented. It would be the most satisfying thing I have ever done. Now, let the games begin.
I know what my favorite letter is now.